Hey there guys, welcome back. So real quick, I'm going to do a video on the Gerber quadrant. Now you may notice something about this knife compared to other knives. It don't have a tip on it. It does not have a tip. This is a cleaver shaped blade. Now I've always been kind of curious as to what drew people to a cleaver shaped blade. I always thought that it was impractical completely and it couldn't compete against a knife with a tip. However, carrying this past few days, I was a little bit surprised. So, first off, the things that nobody would expect to differ between these at all. Everyone knows they can still cut. They have the same blade angle and all that. But what people really seem to be bothered by if it doesn't have a tip, which I was at first as well, is can it do detailed task? So first off, opening packages, most people obviously use the tip of their knife. This one here you can as well. You go in an angle and you can cut across. Getting in tight places like zip ties, while you can do it with this, it is possible because I've had to do it the past few days. It's a little bit more difficult, obviously, than a knife with a tip, but it can still function. There are very few things I found that this knife cannot do that this knife here can do. One thing is drilling pilot holes into wood or cardboard. It can't do that there. It is harder to get in tight spaces with this here. And really, that's about it. This can do, because it does have, while it's not as, tapered down of a tip, it still does have a tip right here. So it's a little bit more difficult to do some detail work with this, but it can be done. Now, this knife here has this really nice bamboo handle, and whenever I bought this, I was originally going to use it as a straight razor, which, it's what most people think of whenever they see this. It's classy looking. It doesn't have like the big old curve cleaver blade like the Gerber Falchion, whatever it's called, has. It's just kind of straight. But carrying this knife is almost addicting. Like, I go into work, and sorry, I'm using my webcam, by the way, if the quality seems a little bit different. But looking at clock over here, I have a little bit less than 3 hours till I go into work, and I'm wanting to go back to carrying a knife with a tip because I do prefer them. But carrying this knife is addicting because it's cool, it's unique, it's just sleek looking. It's just an awesome knife. As far as how sharp it came razor sharp. I shaved with it the first night. It keeps an edge really well. It's very comfortable in the hands. It's all streamlined, so while it doesn't have a curve like this one here, so it doesn't feel more organic or have jumping on the back, it's still not uncomfortable. You can get your hand around it and you can choke up on the blade really nicely, since it's in line with that handle and doesn't dip down or anything. So overall, would I recommend this knife to somebody? My answer is yes, with conditions. If you have to have a tip on your knife and you believe that it has to be a tapered down tip like this here, I would say no, don't get it. If you're looking for a very cool knife, if you're looking for something that can do most every task, then yeah, I'd still say go for it. Now, I must say, I still do prefer a knife with a tip over a cleaver blade. I do have one other cleaver blade I have to start carrying to test it out. It is the CRKT Minimalist Cleaver. So I'm not sure if I'm keeping this position on all cleaver blades. However, this one here, I am definitely holding that it can do almost any task that one with a tip can. So I'd still recommend this knife to anyone who just wants a unique knife, a very sleek looking knife, and a very cool knife that can still function. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.